on my camera, and for some reason, like, I just couldn't get out of that. So I had to turn the camera off, restart the video all over again because I just had some issues in there. All right, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal H Technology Screens. We are the makers of the Supreme Ambient Light Rejection 15, Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Exotic 50, sorry, Supreme Ambient Light Rejection 12, Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Exotic 15, and the Advanced Ambient Light Rejection 17. Got that mixed up. So, since the theater room is going to be down for a while, well, not down for a while, I found out that my power supply, which I'm going to be using to run my theater room, was supposed to be delivered yesterday, but unfortunately yesterday we got a snowstorm that came in. So some things may be delayed, not for a long time. I don't want people going into a frantic. I'm going to be posting below this video my shipping record outs. This is why I ship out I record my shipping record outs, because it shows my customers that I get the job done. Now we may have delays here and there, but you'll see through every video that I post, basically explains everything to my customers and lets them know exactly everything that's going on. And that's why ship out dates are recorded. All right, so let me show you what's going on outside my window right now. So this is what I woke up to this morning. Whew. So it's not that bad as they said it was going to be, because it was supposed to be like a lot of snow. So snow plows have already come through and taken care of the streets. So I'm still going to be to get my packages in. Last night I was supposed to get the generator in last night, the battery generator, but I know there's nowhere in the world that we're going to bring that in, knowing with the snow that we just got hit with last night. So packages will be going out. Just a small delay. That's basically about it. And keep in mind, if you go to my website, we do have a policy there that says that we are not responsible for acts of God, which means, if it snows, there's nothing I can do, but I am going to get your packages out and they're all going to be taken care of. As in every record out, ship out recording demonstration that I have done and recorded. That's the reason why I record my ship out dates, is so I can show my customers, look, here is a record of all my ship out dates right here, every last one of them being recorded. That's why. That's why I had some people saying to me that, oh, you're recording your ship out dates because you're showing off. No, it backs up that we take care of our customers. If a customer comes up to me and says, hey, look, I haven't received my item, I said, look, we do record ship out dates to update our customers. I can give you a list all the way down of every ship out date that we have done, recorded and processed, so you can see it. So this one we recorded also, added to the list. Where is the remote control to this? Because I do not want to watch this. So I have right now running through here my 720p Viewsonic projector. This is a short throw projector. Now it's kind of hard to fit this screen because, as I said before, these particular projectors only do 1610. There is no 16:9 on this projector at all. Just to let you know, if you decide to go out and order the projector, I'll put the model number for you. I got this projector strictly for the 235.1 option. That is it. It's when it goes downstairs. But if I wanted to use it upstairs on the 16:9, it doesn't fit correctly. You'll get these bars right here and here, these slim bars. It is not going to fit. You'll get anamorphic and panorama on here. You'll get 1610, 4.3, 235.1. That's it. There's no 16:9 on this projector at all, period. So just be warned, if you do buy it, I bought it strictly for 235.1. They're just showing you how it reacts on off the short throw with their technology. Linesman. Usually I would have that one on right there, which is the Chrissy 505. See, it reacts the same way with the lights on. And I'll get the model number for this projector. Model numbers usually on Viewsonics are usually, sometimes they're on the top. Oh, great, we got sleet rain. I'm watching sleet come down right now. Well, all right, so in here, in my Japanese tea room, I love this screen so much. I tell you, I love this screen. I'm just now getting up. I know I slept in a little bit today. I'm usually up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day, but I slept in today. This is me sleeping in. So this is the first thing I like to do when I get up in the morning is I like to open up my curtains, especially if we got a snowy day today. And get a chance to look at the beautiful snow outside. Oh, they won't be playing any golf today. And there's the screen reacting to all that light. So I'm just going to change my shirt a bit over here. That's why I like doing these live demonstrations. You get up early in the morning, you get to my, it's not early in the morning, but you know, I get up and you get a chance to see exactly how I start my day. And how I start my day is I like to open up my curtains and I like to see my screen. The first thing I like to display is fish. So this has been playing since last night. I just put on a video. It's gonna be like 11 hours long or something like that, so that way I can go to sleep watching my fish and I can wake up watching my fish. So in the morning when I get up, I open up my curtains behind me because I like plenty of light in my environment, brew me some tea, and then go downstairs and start my day. So this right here, if you're wondering, this is the acoustic blackout cloth. This is the 17s. The 17s have their own form of blackout cloth. This allows you to put, if you haven't seen these already, this allows you to throw your speakers behind the back of your screen, which is my sound bar. If I can lean a little bit over to the side, there we go. There's my sound bar right there. I'm still waiting for a piece. There's a piece that I got that's supposed to cover that wire so I can lay that against the wall and I can paint that into the wall because I just didn't want to see a sound bar down there at all. If I do get the chance, so right now we're doing the research on getting bigger blackout cloths. Right now we're doing the research on it. So we're tracking a few companies that may have something close to what we were using here. Maybe we can get a duplicate of it. Maybe we can get fabric of it or something where we can actually start designing bigger screens, because I personally myself would like to have 135 in that room over there because I would like to hide all my speakers behind the screen. Because I like this setup in here. So I'm actually hunting for that. So I'm hunting so we can get, at least I think the biggest we'll probably do is 150 inches. Let me, yesterday I was in here, we did Transformers and you could hear the sound and the bullets coming from the screen. Oh, that's freaking sweet. I gotta have 150 inches of this. Yeah, I do. Now, if we get our own fabric, say we were able to obtain the fabric, right? Then we can do some interesting size screens like a 235.1, because then I'll be swapping out all my screens downstairs for the acoustic screens. And if I do get a chance to put a 235.1 downstairs, I'm building my own soundbar. I'm gonna custom build my own soundbar for that screen. I'm gonna make sure my soundbar is gonna be super wide to match the screen. So let me find a shirt here. We have a shirt here somewhere. So I hope everybody else is doing well. I don't know what your weather is like in your neck of the woods, but over here we got snow. A lot of it, we got snow. But not what they reported. What they reported, we were supposed to get the mother of all snowstorms. But usually, you know, my friends are a little younger than me. And I'm 53 years old, and I've heard the stories about the mother of all snowstorms. And when you look at the snow, just because it's snowing, doesn't mean it's going to be a huge snowstorm. I mean, unless you look at the size of the flakes. The flakes are the size of $50, and you may have some issues. But other than that, nah, it's just an everyday thing. So. She went out and bought all this food, went buck crazy like usually most people do. They go buck crazy. Buy a whole lot of, the only thing you have to worry about out here is usually, like I said, I'm not the weatherman or anything, but you know, like I said, been around a bit. But usually when it snows like that flat, like that, and you get that sleet that comes down, that's when it gets dangerous. And when you get that frozen rain. Because that stuff starts to accumulate on that snow, and then you can go ice skating out there. All right. So we got the windows open. Everything's good to go. Get me a little bit of water today. I can't wait to get the power supply in here because I was doing so much research last night, just studying all these power supplies, different people that use them, people that are using them off the grid, all kinds of information. And I'm literally, this is my next project. I'm literally going to run this house. At least 98% of it's going to run off a battery solar system. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're really going to do that. So right now we're going to start with the first room is going to be the theater room. So I should have enough. If it comes today, if I get it today, I'll do the unboxing. I'll show you what I got. and we'll power. I still gotta buy the solar panels. Solar panels are not that bad. And here I was doing a projector swap out today. So I'm running the gaming PC in here. We're swapping this out for, oh, by the way, for those who've been asking about, can you paint motorized projection screens? Here you go. It's a motorized projection screen coated with their technology. You can paint it. Let me see. Come on, I gotta get an adapter for this. Gonna make it high. Now, if you're going to do a motorized projection screen, keep in mind that I don't have the remote control for this because I lost it. Don't know what to do with it, but I did lose it. If you're going to do a motorized projection screen, keep in mind that the bigger the screen you buy, the likely chance you have of dealing with the wave effect. So a wave effect is basically when a screen has that kind of a wave to it. See in here and here, that's the wave effect. Usually when I post a video, we're not going off topic. There's more I want to add into the video. I just can't because you only get so many charters in there or letters in there for me to tell you exactly what I'll show you today. So those who've been asking about painting motorized projection screens with the technology, yes, it can be done. It's very easy to do. Pretty much all you need is some frog tape. And when you put your frog tape on, you want to make sure, see how that's laser cut, see how that's that sharp edge right there? You want to make sure that the frog tape is probably less than an inch away from the screen. That's all you want. As you tape it up, you bring it from here. You want to make sure you cover all this. Excuse me, group. All this at the bottom, everything. This bar right here, make sure it's covered in tape. Because when you're rolling, you make a mistake and you bump that, you're going to hit this. So cover all that up. Same thing, repeat the same process here. And then when you get to the top, I always tell people double it up. So you put one across and then put another and another. Just in case when you're rolling, if you slip, you don't hit this part right here, because if you hit this right here, you're going to mess your screen up. It's going to look it's going to look sloppy. So you want to make sure as you're taping it up, put another one here and put another one here, like a safeguard. This, you don't have to worry about painting this unless you're going to spray it. If you're going to spray it, then you got to treat it like a crime scene. You got to wrap everything in plastic. Other than that, just roll it on. It's much easier. Now you can roll it against the wall or you can roll it laying down. I've done both. It doesn't make a difference whatsoever. And it's pretty easy to do. Put down your first application. Now it depends if the screen has a special kind of coating. Some of these screens have a special kind of protective coating. I tell people if you see that coating when it comes up, what's going to happen is when you apply your paint, it's going to spread. You're not going to be able to cover the screen. You're going to see little white spots where the screen's going to be peeking through. Don't worry about that. Don't force it. What you want to do is put a light coating on it first. Let that dry, and then you go over it. I had to do that with the silver ticket downstairs. The silver ticket has special coating on the screen. And when I painted it on camera, I told people, look, you're going to see white spots. Push through. Don't add more paint. Don't try to force it. Put a light coating on it. Put a nice application. Once that dries, then you can go over it, and it'll blend in. So that's how you do that. Now, if you're doing motorized projection screens, I personally like tension screens, but tension screens are a bit expensive. If you never saw a tension screen, there's a cable that runs. They usually run on a curve like this on the side. There's a cable that runs right along the side of it. That makes sure is every time you bring that screen down, it constantly lays flat against the wall. It's constantly flat. You won't get these ripples in here like this. Now, the bigger the screen, this is only a 92? It's a 92-inch screen. So the bigger the screen, the more ripples you're going to occur. You're going to actually have in your screen. All right, so let's roll up. Roll up. Go down. There we go. So I can roll the screen up over and over, again and again and again. As a matter of fact, I had this thing stored down in the basement for about 2 months, rolled up, and then came here and rolled it back out. That reminds me too, I got to get something behind here too while I get the thing rolled up. Some items I want to get real quick out of my cabinet. That's the reason why I put the motorized screen here, because I have stuff back here. I didn't jam my door the last time I was in here. It still jams up a bit. Whew. Yeah, these are all my toys in here. All my toys. I don't touch them. They're just sitting here all day, all day, all day, all day, all day, all day. Just sitting here all day. You know what this is? Any of you guys are old enough to remember this? No, this is an original G.I. Joe periscope. Original. This is a real deal from the box and everything. The real deal. I had several people offer me to buy this. I'm not selling this. Brand new in the box. From what year is this from? The periscope from G.I. Joe. That's the vintage logo right on the side right there. Yeah, they don't make these anymore. These are hard to get your hands on. I got lucky. I was at a garage sale with a group of friends. I love garage sales. So anytime I see a garage sale popping off, I run to it because I love garage sales. It's like treasure hunting. And I saw it right there sitting on the table. I don't know why no one else saw it, but I saw it. I guess they thought the box was empty. And I wanted it for the box. I just wanted it for display for the box. And I happened to buy it and look inside, and lo and behold, there you go. Not a scratch on it. Whoever had kept this in mint condition. This is the periscope. So you would look through here and it would have a little mirror right there that would reflect, and it would allow you to see over bushes and stuff like that. Yep. And whoever had it kept it in mint condition. Brand new. Everybody was walking past it. Didn't even pick it up. I was like, I'll take you home. Yeah. I think I might leave that out on the display. Let me see. Oh. This is stuff I collected. That's stuff I bought. Never even used it. So just sitting back here. It's interesting when you're young. When you're young, you basically display all your stuff, and as you don't anymore. You just hide it away somewhere. You just don't want to be bothered with it anymore. There you go. Do some jump back here. I used to be at GameStop. I was at GameStop like almost every. What's this so brittle? Look how old this is. This is a handheld gaming system, a Japanese. It's so freaking old. It's starting to basically deteriorate now, but yeah, this is worth quite a bit. I tell you, off the topic, places to shop at if you want to find vintage mint toys that are still boxed up are mom and pop stores owned by Koreans. A lot of you not. They don't throw away their inventory. They never do. Everybody else would get rid of their inventory, but they don't get rid of their inventory. Way up there. Way up there. I have to get me another YouTube channel just for this stuff right here. House of the Dead for Dreamcast. I forgot I even had this up there. I paid $109 for this. I still have the gun too. It's a Japanese version of it. That's when it first came out. I have it too. I still have it upstairs. It's upstairs in the room. All right, so, sorry about the dust and all, people. I know we're off topic. I always go off topic. That's one of the treats of my videos sometimes. I'll talk about projection screens and I'll show you some other cool stuff. It's in there. It's there. It's definitely in there. This is just some. It's a lot of dust on this stuff because I haven't used it in a while. This still works. My Panasonic 3DO. This is my original system I used to own way back in the day when I was young. I still have some of my old stuff and it still works. Stuff still works. It's a little dirty and all. It's dirty, but it's when it first came out. I had this stuff when it first came out. Sega Saturn. I know it's dirty and all, but yeah. These are from my original systems. No trade-ins, nothing. This is what I bought when I kept these units. Even when the system was going, even when the company was going belly up, and nobody was, everybody was trading their systems. I kept them. Yeah. This is gonna jam up. I know it. It always does. Ooh, that didn't sound good. All right, this one was the other door. All right, now we're on this side. This is the rest of the stuff in here. And it goes all the way back. That is original Xbox, still in the box, brand new Xbox. When it first came out, I bought two of them. I bought one of them in condition. I bought actually two of them, but one brand new, one to use, and that one's still in the box, the original box for Xbox. I have one for the PS. Yep, PS system, brand new in the box. Got it wrapped in plastic. I bought 2 of those when they first came out. That's the PS2 system in there. Oh man, a lot of stuff in here, man. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, I'll never touch this stuff again. This right here, that's in another world. That's done. We're not talking about that one, but that right there, yeah. I have the Gears of War Lancers. I have the Gold Edition. I had the first and second generation Lancers for Gears right there in that box, mint condition. Oh, 1980s, 1980 pinball machine from the 80s. Wow. Yeah. Like I said, collect a lot of stuff, People's like, oh, what are you going to do with it? Actually, I have plans out of all my brothers and sisters' kids, only one is a true hardcore gamer. The rest of them, they wouldn't be able to appreciate it. They would sell it. She would appreciate it, and yeah, she's a she. She would appreciate it. So, when I move from here, she's going to get everything, literally everything that I own. I have a warehouse, not a big one, not a gigantic warehouse, but I have a good sized warehouse where I've been collecting. I've been collecting ever since I was 13. So, she is going to get everything. All my collectibles, all my toys, everything. I can't sell them because I've had them for too long. I can't open them up because I'm a collector, and she would appreciate it. She could open one over here. Yeah. I actually gave away something in here. I gave away a Super Soaker. I got the original Super Soakers. I gave one of them away to the cable guy who came over. He's a cool dude. Damn it. Wrong cable. Oh, wait. No, we gotta come back down. All right. So that's why I had the motorized projection screen there. So the fixed screen screen because I need to get behind this thing. And let's make sure this is still ready. There we go. Bring my screen back down. If I remember the right one. So this answers the question for those who've been asking us, can you use the screen paint on a motorized projection screen? Yes, you can. As you can see, no cracking, no peeling, nothing. So this was a $68 projection screen, including shipping, that I got from eBay. And I used this screen in the video to be the $3,000 Elite screen, Dark Star 9. Showing that you don't have to go out and spend all this money for these overpriced projection screens. Code technology, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, dokey. Let's go over here. Where I'm playing with the ultra short, not the short, I got the short throw projector set up on the 135-inch screen in here, which I posted in the comment section for you all to see. So people have been asking me, is it short throw, ultra short throw compatible? Yeah, the black screens are ultra short throw and short throw compatible. What remote control is this? Where's the other remote control? Oh man. I tell you something. I can't wait for them to bring out, well, we can get your hands on a PS5 first things first. When they bring out their VR system, I pray to God there'll be no wires attached to this thing. All right, I think my remote control's out here somewhere. I got it. Having a heat wave, yeah, I got it. Okay. Sony 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I like to do the bright sceneries when it comes to these screens right here. Now that's 37. All right, back. All right. Oh, shoot. No. Carry this around. So I'll keep losing my stuff. Should have brought a stand. I don't know why I didn't bring a stand. I'll be back. I gotta go ahead and make a stand. Alright. Let's see if it's over here. Can we hit it from there? I'm wondering. That's the ultra short throw. So usually I have the 5,000 lumen crystal in here, but now we have the 1,000 lumen in here, and we have the ultra short throw in here. Sorry about that. I'm just doing projector swap outs. I do these all the time because it just shows my customers that, you know, oh, great goodness. I don't know why they have that on there. That's like the booby trap of all booby traps. If you're doing a video demonstration, that pops up. It's copyrighted music. So automatically from the door, it's a strike. All right, so anyway, so I do projector swap outs because usually in a lot of demonstrations that I see, people will use the exact same high powered projector throughout the entire demonstration. So in my demonstration, I swap out all the time. So at the top, I have a 5,000 lumen projector that is 1920 by 1080p at WXGA. All right, it's a 5,000 projector. I could easily use that in a demonstration and easily crush the screen with no problem whatsoever. So if anyone saw that projector, the first thing would think, okay, in order for me to get that image, I would have to go buy that particular projector to do so. And you don't have to, because I can come here and swap out for an ultra short throw or short throw projector, which I'm using right now. This is a 720p. So this is 30, I think it's 32 or 36. 100 lumens. This is a 20p projector I'm using right now. And the one I have over top me is a full 1080p projector that I can use in here with no problem whatsoever. That means my screen gives me the ability to be able to swap out my projectors at will without losing very, very little picture quality. Where if you watch some of these demonstrations where people are using these amazing high-powered projectors, there's no way in the world your screen is going to look like that when you get home with your projector. It's just not going to look like that. The projector is doing all the work. Now, one of the things, real quick, I don't like doing short throw demonstrations because every time I do a short throw demonstration, it literally feels like I am cheating the daylights out of myself. And I'll tell you why. The projector's sitting too close to the screen. I get more of a thrill of a projector that got to sit back 18 to 20 feet because I know for a fact that that projector is going to have to struggle to get through all that ambient light, hit the screen, and come back with an image. That's what I like. When I'm using short throw and ultra short throws, I don't like doing those demonstrations because the projector literally sits too close to the screen. That's why I like to bring out the sample sheets because the sample sheets gives me a better comparison. So I can't use every sample sheet that I have downstairs on the kitchen drawer against the screen, but I can use certain ones because certain screens are not ultra short throw compatible. So I'm gonna go downstairs and grab my sample sheets because that's what's bugging me right now. Just doing this is just too freaking easy. I can't do it. I gotta have a challenge here somewhere. I'm gonna go get some sample sheets. Yeah, I just have to go down and get some sample sheets because I can't do that. It's too easy. I'm sorry. For me, I'm used to doing things on different levels, so I have to be able to see how it's going to react next to a certified screen. And please don't tell me that I was dumb enough to, I'm about to say, take my remote control downstairs with me because I'm known for doing that kind of stuff. All right. Okay, this one through right now. Needs to show up the screen, has the ability to pull its white levels, but like I said, not really a challenge if you have an ultra short throw because the throw distance is too short. There's no challenge in there. That's what I can't understand. These high-end projection screens, if you really have to darken your environment because you're using an ultra short throw, because you're afraid the image is going to fade, and you're using an ultra short throw, probably much better than the one I'm using right here. I'm guaranteed I'm using 720p. That shows me right there there's a problem with your technology. That's why I said when I was watching the Elite demonstration, let me just grab this one real quick. When I was watching the Elite demonstration, and I saw how they had all those projectors sitting right up on top of the screen, there's no way in the world that none of those projectors in that environment were 720p. How much you want to bet that any of those projectors, none of them were 720p? I bet you none of them were 1080p. They're probably all 4K projectors in there. And if you're in that kind of environment and you literally have to block out all that lighting in your environment to show off your screen, you're already telling me from the door that you have a problem with ambient light rejection. There is a problem there. So if they're using ultra short throw, I'm using a short throw projector. I'm using mine at 720p. My screen's bigger than theirs. My screen's at 135 inches. And I'm doing this in a fully lit environment with no 4K, no 1080p, none of that. And I'm using more light in my environment than they were using in that demonstration. Pretty much, this is what I usually see in demonstrations. And this is even still more light than they had in their environment. So, let's see. Let's see what we got here. No, we got to switch back over to just regular. Never did that. I should have just came to this right here. Just hit that. Then came out of there. Like so. All right. So let's grab some sample sheets we have here. There's no point in doing this without the sample sheets. We're going to do the Gray Cinema 5D, which was the one that we're using in the demonstration. There. see. I don't think they had a Dark Star 9 in there, but I can't use the Dark Star 9 because Dark Star 9s have an issue when it comes to short throw and ultra short throw projectors, so we cannot be using that. We'll use this right here. It resembles a white screen. I did a demonstration showing you a white screen, an elite white screen at that, with white sheets of paper, and you couldn't tell one from the other. If you ever saw that demonstration, you really couldn't tell one from the other. We can't use the Lex Pure due to the fact that it is not ultra short throw or short throw compatible, so that screen will have some issues. I will show you what happens if you use one with a short, ultra short. The projector screen becomes extremely dark. Period. It becomes dark. Anything with a reflective surface is going to have a problem. Let me see. Let's go with the Gray Cinema 3D. Right, white sheet of paper and so forth. And let's go with the, this is the one that I had in the demonstration too, which was the Cinema Gray. Let me use the Cinema Gray. So this is the Cinema Gray, right there. Right there. Put that one right here. We got plenty enough room. 135-inch screen, plenty of room. All right. So as always, what I like to do, I like to bring my colors up first. On remote control. Remote control right here, and let's bring up the color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
Light green screen right over there we could use. We don't need internet connections. Now there we go. So there is red being pulled up on an ultra short throw on a black screen versus I should have did the white surface first. That's what I should have did. That's where I messed up. Let's go back to the white surface. White screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Okay, so there are things that I look for when you pull up a white screensaver is how bright do the other screens reflect. There we go. So that right there, for some people may look like, oh, but that's, the screens are coming up brighter. That means the colors are going to come up brighter. Oh, no, no, no. That means the colors are going to wash out. Color blue.
Getting that from YouTube.
See? I can't pick up color. Color green.
Getting that from YouTube.
And let me give them a fair option chance here because I got my windows open. I don't want to give these a fair option. Maybe they're not being used. I gotta, the reason why, for me to cover my windows up, for some people, it doesn't bother my technology. But for them, it may be too much ambient light in the environment for them. That's why I'm covering up. I don't have to do that for mine because, like I said, in the next room, my screen, my Japanese tea room, my screen's sitting there with the windows open. But it may be interrupting with their screens because I'll get those comments too. Well, it's not fair, Ken. Your windows are open and these screens weren't designed for that kind of ambient light. Well, why would you call them ambient light projection technology then? There we go. And a white sheet of paper is not showing up at all. That's one of the things I can never understand, that when you watch those, you go to Amazon and you buy screens. I got the white screens, and I got the image of the whole family sitting up there. They got the screen outside. The image looks bright, looks beautiful. You're thinking, wow, I'm gonna get that off my projector. I'm gonna get that off my screen's gonna be to do that. No, 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 that's Photoshop. You're not gonna be to see any of that all, period, whatsoever. That's not coming up. As you can see right there, it's not picking up colors, so it's definitely not gonna pick up an image. Let's go with, we got a color changer in here anywhere, somewhere? Oh, we got violet in here. We can take that color right there. Just from a simple commercial alone, you can just see it. So as the room starts to get a little brighter, we do have a window right here too also. That's bringing in ambient. We don't even have the lights on. That's how I knew something was wrong when I was watching the demonstration. Not to put their come down anyway, but I noticed that the hallway had more light than the actual showroom that they were displaying the screens at, and showing how the screens were being blocking all the windows, which means telling me right there from the door that screen is having a difficult time dealing with any kind of window light. The way the lamps are actually pushed behind the back of the screen show that the screen basically has problems with maybe interfering with the lamps. And then I noticed on top of that they had dimmers installed over top the screens, which means they can control how much light actually hits the screen. I bet you in that demonstration, they would have never showed you anything like this. And I guarantee you, majority of those projectors they had in there were probably way over, probably about 4,000 or 5,000 lumens, easily. They're not going to come in there with an older model. They're going to get the latest projection setup. That's what they're going to get. What contrast levels won't even pull. So this is the reason why they tell you to go out and spend the money for an expensive projector, because you have to make up for what the screen is lacking. If you tell them you're using a 720p on one of those screens, they're going to say, oh, no, you can't do that. For maximum performance, you're going to have a projector at least at 4,000 or 5,000 lumens. They could say that. And they're going to automatically direct you to get a high-end projector. Gee whiz, I'm already paying like $3,000 for the screen. I got to pay another $3,000 or $4,000 for a projector. It's like $7,000 or $8,000 right there. Contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see if we got what we wanted, or we got nothing of what we wanted. Let's check this one out right here. Told you before, doesn't make a difference. If your screen can't pull contrast, you're not going to see it. And if it can't pull contrast, it can't pull color. Not on the level you're expecting to see it. You're not going to be able to see it. And you can pull the white levels, not a problem. But you're not pulling no color, and you won't pull contrast. Some people may say, well, your projector's contrast level isn't that high. That has nothing to do with it. I don't care if you have a 20,000 to 1 or 50,000 to 1 contrast rate in your projector, you're not going to see it. You got a better chance than trying to squeeze water out of a stone. When I showed you the red levels, there's your red levels right there. That's what happens to them. Now consider the fact that this screen's not showing up, all their screens are not showing up all that well in here, which means I have too much ambient light in the environment for their screens. And it's not even bright in here. Another wake-up call for you right now. We're using ultra short though at 3600 lumens, so it should not be a problem. We're sitting right up on top of the screen. So let's see real quick. Recap. We have a screen right here that will cost you around $800. That's their mid screen, about $800. White sheet of paper. Well, that's pretty much any white screen per 100-inch. You probably get for like $113 with the frame. With that, you have the Cinema Grade 5D, which is going to cost you somewhere in the price range of $1,300 to $1,400. The Cinema 3D would probably be around the same price. And then for my screen at 135 inches would cost my customers for $1,283. And you could pull this image with the 100% contrast level. Your projector doesn't even have to have a contrast rating. You would still pull a higher contrast level than a projector that has a 20,000 or 30,000 to 1 contrast on the gray screen. Now, in the link below, I will put where I bought this particular screen. This is not an Elite screen. The one I have outside in my on my deck is an Elite screen. This one isn't. The lead screen, I paid about $160 for this one. I paid $80 for the screen right here. I'll put a link. Actually, I have a video of me putting the screen together and painting it on YouTube. All right, so let's come out of here real quick. I'm going to disconnect this projector right here. And we're going to go back a little bit. This way, turn it off. Go back a little bit. We're going to go over to the 1,000 lumen projector right there. That's what we're going to swap out to next. So let's go over here. Use our portable 1,000 lumen projector. All right. One thing I do like about that Viewsonic projector, quick shut off. I do like that part right there. Now with this one, we can use surfaces that are designed, this is a long throw, so it's not going to affect the screen in any way, or the other screens in any way, because we're using long throw on this one. All right, we're using this one at 1,000 lumens. I used to have a Viewsonic. I like the Viewsonic I have, but I gave that one away to a friend. She needed a projector. She didn't want to buy a TV. Why would you want to buy a TV? But she didn't want to buy a TV, and they're too expensive. Hey, how you doing? She didn't want to buy a TV. They were too expensive, and I gave her one of my projectors, and now she's got 120 on her wall using our technology. A friend of mine just moved into her place. You know, need something nice. I don't spend a lot of money. All right, so let's fire this up. So we're going to be using now my Sony projector. Now we're at 600 by 800 res, 720p at 1,000 lumens. I like. Where's my remote control here? Or is it right somewhere? There you go. I got a shade too. Time to shave. Shave for me is early in the morning and it's easy. Just shave it off, be done. All right, let me see. All right. It's running. Okay. Got power there and everything is running. Let's see what's going on here. Just so you know, it's not the screen. It may be my projector. See right there? You see my screen right there, and I'm not getting anything. So let's see what's going on with it. I hope this thing didn't break. I like this little projector. There we go. I could say. Should never have a problem with this unit. I mean, not being able to show up on our black screens. That's virtually impossible. These screens are designed to pull images outside, so that's not going to be a problem. Let's come over here. I wish I could match up this whole screen. This projector, I would like to do that. I'm going to have to bring it back some. A little bit more. See how far we can bring this back. If we come out of focus right here. Okay. So we're pretty much a good distance back on 135-inch screen. This projector only does 4.3. So this is how far back we're from in the room. Just my projector here. And there's my screen there. This is how well lit the environment is without our lights on yet. Now, we can bring up the other screens, which we couldn't use due to the fact that they don't do well with the reflective surface. All right, now we can bring up the big boys. And this is the Dark Star 9 at around $3,000, $2,000 to $3,000 around that price. We'll put that, let's stretch it out a little more. Put these right there. So we got all the room here. Because we're only at 4.3. So we can use there. We'll take that one, put that right there. And then we'll put that one right there. That's perfect. And I'm going to butcher the name on this one. I'm definitely going to butcher the name on this. Let's see if we can say this correctly without butchering the name. Perlex. Not close enough to it. Pure. All right. Sorry, dear life. I didn't butcher your name. Not to be done intentionally at all whatsoever. I respect for your product, I really do. I respect for all these products up here. I do. That's why if I didn't have any respect for them, that's why I don't use certain screens in certain areas with certain projectors, because I know they're not going to play well with those projectors. And that's something I'm telling you from the door. If you see somebody doing a demonstration on a Dark Star 9 and they're using that on an ultra short throw and their screen's coming up brighter, the reason why their screen's coming up brighter because certain screens do not work well with certain projectors. And that's when you're cheating in your demonstrations. You're not supposed to be doing that. You've never seen, you go back and check my demonstrations, you will never see me any one of these sample sheets outside. Screens are not designed for outside, they're designed for indoor. In order for me to do a proper demonstration, I would have to go to the website and have to order a screen that they have that's used for outside. That's what I would have to do. White screensaver. Oh, I gotta go to YouTube. YouTube white screensaver. There we go. Now, if you notice, out of all those screens, the white sheet of paper pulled up the highest white level. If you look at that right there, pulled up the highest white level. Okay? The color red. There you go. Even at 1,000 lumens, it probably around a good. My projector sits back around 18 feet. This is probably around at 16 feet back from the screen. Fully lit environment, 1,000 lumens, 800 by 600 res. We make contact with the screen, and as you can see, our screen pulls up the deeper red level. Color blue. When the sun comes out today, from the snow might get melted. That'd be nice. There you go. Let's see if we got the changer on here too. Can't pick it up. And this is why you have to go through the whole thing, and in the videos they tell you to calibrate the projector. This is why you have to do all this stuff. Because it's the protocol that you have to do for the shortcoming of the screen. You have to use it in an ambient light controlled environment, aka saying that our screens can't be used in fully lit environments. You have to use it with some form of calibrating your projector, aka our screens can't pick up proper colors in proper environments using different forms of projectors because they have to be calibrated in order to have a decent looking picture. I guarantee you, if they did a behind the scenes with any of these big companies, you'll get a chance to see them rehearsing the script on where they put the projector, on where they put the lighting at, how much they dim the lights in the environment to make the screen look good. I guarantee it's the whole entire set and scenery is all rehearsed. The projectors they bring in, the projectors that are calibrated, I guarantee every last one of those projectors are calibrated when they bring them in. They're not going to do a raw demonstration. Say, hey, look, we're going to bring this screen in here. We're going to throw all this ambient light at it. We're going to swap the projectors out. Let's go with a 720p projector and let's swap to this one, that one. They're not going to do that. They're going to use what's going to be comfortable for them and comfortable for the environment, and it's not going to cause the screen to lack any form of flaws. So now you're talking about, as I told you, different size screens. Our screen paint, to paint a screen size, now mind you, to paint a screen size of 180 inches, 190 inches, you're talking about $183 what it costs our customer. For just a 100-inch of the Darkstar 9, $2,000, $3,000, and for the Parallax, if I butchered that, I do apologize, that screen will cost you $4,000 to $5,000, and that's for a 100-inch. So if it costs you for a 100-inch screen, if it would cost you $5,000, what do you think it would cost you for an 80-inch screen, 180-inch screen? I know for a fact that DMP Supernovas, those screens, if you want a 180-inch of a DMP Supernova, $18,000. Let's go in and say, let's see. There you go. My technology can pull a star field demonstration in a fully lit environment. Not fully lit environment, but a ambient. They would call it ambient lit because there's the window light coming in. And this projector behind me has 0 contrast capabilities. There you go. You can see it up close. Here's the distance on how far my projector sits back. Okay, so look at this. I want to pull that dark contrast demonstration. Dark contrast demonstrations. This is a test they use for testing your pixels on your OLED TVs, your black levels. $1,000 numbers, you're not picking that up. Yeah, let's make it a little easier. Let's go over to, nope, don't want to exit out of there. Let's come out of here, let's cancel that. And let's bring it up to, let me see, search. 4K fish, YouTube. There you go. You're not getting a brighter image, you're getting a washed out image. And that's why you had 1,000 lumens right there. Now let's try something interesting. Football highlights. Nope, you messed that one up. Football highlights. Let's see if you're watching the game. There you go. I'll turn my lights on. So we got our lights on in here at only 1,000 lumens. And that's what you're getting. Oh yeah, my technology can operate at 1,000 lumens in a fully lit environment. No problem. White screens. Yeah, if you got a white screen, I'm gonna tell you right there from the door. Bottom line, if you got a white screen, you're doomed. That's all to it. I'm sorry, but you're doomed with the white screen. You're not gonna pick up nothing. Nothing at all. I don't care what kind of projector you buy. I don't care how much money you spend on the projector. You're not picking it up. This technology can pick up at 1,000 lumens, around 16 feet back in my environment, and pull that image up with no problem whatsoever. I don't need 3,600 lumens. I don't need 5,000 lumens. I don't need 4,300 lumens. I can do this at 1,000 lumens easily. That's what you should be seeing in your demonstrations, that they should be able to do projector swap outs. That screen is supposed to pick up from corner to corner. So from corner to corner, you're supposed to be to see that image from corner to corner. Let's turn this one off. Right over here. Let's grab, let me see, I'm going to grab a Viewsonic 5D because I can't grab any other screens, because the screens I'm going to be going visiting are all ultra short throws. So we'll come out of here. Let's go over here into my Japanese tea room. Got my windows open here. Looking at my fish. Ultra short throw projector. These screens are ultra short throw compatible. If you had a white screen and you tried this, there you go. That's what you'll get for the white screen. Like I said, I don't care if you have 3,600 lumens on an ultra short throw projector, you're not picking that up. Not with this much light coming through the windows. You would have to be in complete darkness in order to pick something up. Now we'll go with the Cinema Gray 5D, which we can use because these are ultra short throw compatible. I don't have to worry about any problems with these at all. Put that right there. There you go. That's why I can get up in the morning and I can open up my windows and I can watch my screen. And people say, well, you have an ultra short throw projector at 3,600 lumens. Yeah, I do. An ultra short throw projector 3,600 lumens. But, you know, for this blackout cloth right here, for a 100-inch, only costs my customers $198. And it's acoustic, which means their sound can travel right through it. Ultra short throw compatible, which is fantastic. And they don't have to paint the screen. They can just take it out and put it onto a frame and they're done. Where these particular screens with the white screens definitely gonna wash out from the door. You're gonna have a problem with that, even if you have 3,600 lumens and your projector's not sitting that far away from the screen. And then the other screen right here, well, that's not gonna be acoustic. You can pay for one that's acoustic, but it'll cost you a little bit more. And the image is gonna wash out. As you can see here, in a fully lit environment. I don't even have my overhead lights on yet. Let's go over here from the side. That's why I tell people, do not use white screens for ultra short throw. You are not picking up anything. So now we're here in my theater room. Let's come over here and let's pull up, I like this. I play this all day long. Red projections. No, cancel. Red screen. I don't even know if I pulled it up correctly. Yeah, I did pull it correctly. There you go. I can walk through any one of my screens throughout this entire house and they'll react the same way on any form of the sample sheets. That's why I have a kitchen drawer full of certified screens. Because while these big companies are testing their screens on white screens, we're testing our technology against the very best that they have. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see, we got some colors in here popping up. Let's go right down the road, right down the line. The white screen is complete going. That's all together. No, I mean that's what's the sad thing about it, because when I look at how they sell these screens on eBay and other places, they put that Photoshop image in there, and if you don't know better, you really think you're going to get a screen that looks like that. And I've had customers call me like, yeah, man, the minute I turn it on, man, the color's washed out. It looks good with the lights out, but it doesn't look good with the lights out. I mean, that's just because you haven't seen anything better, but it doesn't look good with the lights out. You should, if you're going to spend that much money for a projector, and even if you're not going to spend a lot of money for a projector, you get what you paid for. Heck, I paid $180 for that. I want exactly everything for what I paid for my projector, even at $180.
Hi guys, I am Christy Andrew. I am so excited to introduce one of my favorite Valentine's picks from Kohl's. Let's go check them out.
You don't want to do the flashing lights. I did that one. You migraine for days. Let's put in something different. Let's go in and grab, let me see. Let's grab, let me see. Oh, that came off. Just about every screen you're going to buy off Amazon is going to be a white screen. Unless it's a name brand screen, like an Elite screen, then you might get a category in there. They might give you like the Gray Cinema 5D or the Cinema Gray 3D or one of those. You might get that selection in there. But keep in mind, when you start off with the base white screen, it's going to be very cheap. As you start upgrading to darker screens from their selection, that price tag is going to start jumping extremely fast. And if you decide to go with the white screen, then like I said, even if you have a projector of 3600 lumen short throw, you're not picking up anything. Football highlights, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube. Still moving through life. What if we didn't have
Any form of contrast that comes up on that screen or color, you're not going to pick it up.
That journey's feeling pretty good when she brings along the $10 taco and burrito cravings pack. Only a Taco Buck.
Who in 2 weeks will begin defense of that championship. Rashad Fenton in the deep end for Kansas City from the goal line. Fenton going north. Fenton across the 20. They're seeing at the 30-yard line. Fenton breaks the tackle at the 35. An excellent field position. Cole Harvin, you saw the Marcus Robinson. Those are guys that will
Starfield demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
There you go. With the windows open. And the overhead light on. And I can pull up a Starfield demonstration from corner to corner. Over here and show you the angle. With all the light hitting the screen. As you can see my curtains, when you look at my curtains, I don't want to pull it back at a guy walking a dog, and I'm thinking he's recording them. See how my curtains are? See how they push right in the middle in the center, right there, where there's no light pushing through? So I got my curtains pushed from side to side, not little covering here, or the shades pulled down here, where it's blocking any of the ambient light. All that light is pouring from top to bottom. Well, of course, it came from here, if that's there, right there. No problem. Can't pull the air conditioner out of the window, people. But I can bring my security monitor down to ground. People, I love you. Hold on. Make sure I'm doing this without damaging my equipment. Can't be going out and buying new stuff over and over again. Not making money. All right. This is how much I love you, people. I moved my security monitor out of the window. As a matter of fact, I got to remove the air conditioner too today too. So you know what? I'm gonna take my air conditioner out of the window because I need to put anything through so much cold air seeping around my window. And I only use that one basically. The room overheats, but since it's cold, all I got to do is now it's just crack the window. So just give me a minute. You can watch the Starfield demonstration as I add more light because now I'm about to pull the air conditioner out, and that's even more light that's going to hit the screen. So it's going to get much brighter in here. Let me get a power drill. Power drill. Yeah, I was supposed to yank this thing out yesterday. I didn't have time. And I think this would be much better for my demonstrations if I have nothing in my windows at all. Just straight light just pushing through. I think that'd be much better. There's more ambient light I can add in the environment. Because even with the air conditioning, I feel like I'm blocking a lot of light. I don't need it here right now. Due to the fact that I need to take it out. Get rid of why I'm on camera. Let's see where we gotta go with this. I get that from a lot of people when I say they got these big windows right next to the screen. And the image is washing out. Because if you're dealing with a white or a light gray screen, you're going to have that problem. Now, we do make a screen paint called the black silver. Black silvers are pretty interesting. I'm going to be painting one pretty soon, another black silver. And the reason why I like the black silver is black silvers can mimic contrast levels. I will leave a link at the bottom of this video of the demonstration of the final test that was done for the black silver, which was outside on 1,000 lumens at 13 feet back. I had to pull that image. Did quite well. Right. Let's get all this out of the way. Get this all out of the way. You don't have to worry about any more cold air coming through here. Next summer, I'm just going to seal this up a little better. pretty good. At least I got some more. You can see my little 4 light logo there. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we got here. Alright, and I gotta figure where I'm gonna put this thing at too, so let me see. I'm just gonna put it in here for the time being. Section here. I want the clearest spot in the closet. No, I'll put it in the attic. I'll just take it somewhere in the attic. I'll put it in the hallway for right now. Alright, let me see. Drill. Get some more light in here. That scoop was in there, was it not? Woo! Okay, so it doesn't want to come out. Not that screw doesn't want to come out. The screw doesn't want to remove itself. Alright, let me see what we got to do here. Why are these? Well, what are you looking for? Where are you? Look in here. Okay, good. Good thing about having Japanese doorway curtains. Whew, man, these are looking the big one. There we go. I'm going to clean this up today. Clean this up a little bit. And I'm going to have to extend my top paper a little bit there because I got some of the trim out because the air conditioning was there. Wow. So I'm going to have to put a little bit more lining here across there and clean this up with some white paint. Yeah, so now we got a lot of light pushing through. So this is what makes me happy. I think I'm out there very few people who get thrilled of having ambient light pushing on those screens. My security monitor still has to go back up, but so we got this right in the center here, and here, like so. All right, and we got even more light pushing through. And look at the screen, still producing a Starfield demonstration, no problem. So as you can see at my windows, if you observe them, people do like I call it the smoke and mirrors when it comes to windows. I'll tell you why. Either they're using blinds, and the blinds, as I said before, when they took their blinds, they would basically have them on a slant like this. gives the illusion that light is coming through the window, but actually when the light is traveling through, look at the physical standpoint of it all. When light travels through and if the blinds are on a slant, when it hit the light, when it hit the blinds, the light goes downward because of the blinds on a slant. If they were straight, then the light would come right through. So that's one of the tricks I noticed. So that's why when I look at people showing off screens next to windows, I'm curious to see if I can see objects on the other side. And if I don't, that means their blinds are actually on a slant. Another thing too is the half blinds, where they bring them up halfway up, so that way they can control how much light actually pours through the window. You can see mine go all the way up to the top. There's nothing blocking it. There's no awnings coming down to block any of the light that may be pushing into the environment. So you can see where the screen is going to get light all the way from the top, all the way from the bottom. Let's remove my this right here, and let's put back on my 4K Fish YouTube. Is that the right one? Oops, wrong one. 4K Fish YouTube. Okay. Pretty sure it's the right one. 4K Fish YouTube. Ugh, I hate these things. I have two of them, trying to figure out which one's which. 4K Fish YouTube. All right, it's this one right here. All right, so what's the problem? Command's not running right. Got Alexa with an attitude. No, not today. I don't want to play. 4K Fish YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
I want to go back to my fish, which I was watching earlier today.
Craving comfort food? Try Wawa's warm and savory barbecue brisket. Made from the finest cuts of
Monitor.
raised to perfection. Enjoy barbecue brisket on a brioche or a bowl today. Gotta have a Wawa.
I might just mount this thing to a wall. So there we are. That's what I'm explaining to you. Corner to corner, your image is supposed to come up. Nothing's supposed to fade on the corner. Nothing at all. It's supposed to look just like that, like a TV, from corner to corner. Those of you using white projection screens, bam! This is what you're getting. My screen swings back and forth a little bit because it's actually on these two shelves right there. Yep, you got a white projection screen, that's what you're getting. Even if you have an ultra short though at 3600 lumens, you're still going to pick that up either way. Just got to remember, this is in the hallway now. Usually, when you're dealing with some gray projection screens, this is usually the color they are, like this. It's the color that they come to be. This is the more advanced version of the gray. See, it's a little darker right there. They all react the same way. But same time you get higher white levels, your contrast levels are dropping, and the color's dropping at the same time. The most important thing when it comes down to your projection screen at the end of the day is your contrast. That's why when you buy a projector will charge you for your contrast rating. It doesn't say on your projector like you got 2,000 to 1 white levels. They always charge you for the contrast. So contrast is very important for a screen. So let me cover up my curtains before my neighbors think I'm a crazy man, which you already do. Like, what was he doing today? He had his window wide open. He had his camera. He was recording something. Well, half the people there know what I do for them anyway, so It makes no difference either way. They know what I do for a living. But it's no biggie. They know what I do for a living anyway, so. Now, I'm going to come out of here like this. Let's take these off my screen right now. Oh, I love this black and cloth. I love this black and cloth so much. In fact, I can have my soundbar behind it. I freaking love it so much. All right, hold on for a minute. Let me go in and, yeah, I'm going to leave my fish on. That's what I'm watching right now. So fish are going to stay on for right now. I'm going to close this side right here because, like I said, when you walk down, you can see right into my window from the street. This side where the golf course is at, I don't have to worry about it because no one's over there playing golf, so, you know, I don't have to worry about it unless the squirrels are staring through my window. That's about it. All right, so let's come out of here. Boom. Let's go downstairs. Let's check out the blue technology. I know it's off topic, but I love my blue screen. This is why. It sits in even more windows. 126-inch screen. Sits in a bed of windows. Produces, like I say, no fading to the screen. Blue from corner to corner. There you go. And where is my... Oh, package just comes today. My generator, so bad. Definitely my generator. When I get my generator today, I can hook up big boy because I'm dying to see if that thing turns on. It probably will turn on. See from the demonstration that I was showing up. I'm not worried about that. I just want to see my projector. Now keep in mind, I'm only going to be using that projector. Just turn it on for that one day, and that's it. That's an outside projector. That's what it's going to be used for. And I'm actually going to be swapping out the power supply. I'm going to go from the 1800 to the 3000 because I want to be doing my speakers and everything else outside for those demonstrations. The big boy. Oh, it's not going to stay. Let's try to get it to stay one more time. Okay, just stay up there, please. Thank you. One more time. Nothing yet. Call Amazon, see if they're going to be delaying or whatever. Yeah, we got that sleep, that cold sleep. That's the bad stuff. That is the bad stuff. Now this screen is blue. Unlike the black screens upstairs, this is the blue. This is the exotic ambient light projection 15s. Let's go with some birds. And that's the blue technology with 100% coating. .4K color demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Whew, man. And that one's going to come down. Let's try that again, don't worry. Here we go. And that's a blue screen that produces a black contrast level. So this is strange to put this screen in this category. Like I said, this screen is blue. Oh, sorry, sorry. This screen is blue. So how do you match it to the screen that's gray? And it's producing the contrast level. Here's the 15s. This can be used in fully lit environments with the windows. Sorry about the squeaky floors. Man, if we didn't have to sleep today, and it was just, okay, so tomorrow we don't have to sleep because I want to test my outdoor screen. My outdoor screen has been out there through all kinds of weather. Someone's asked me about the technology being weatherproof, and I'm like, my outdoor screen has been sitting out there. So if you go back and check my videos, my screen has been sitting out there since this summer. This summer, actually, I installed it this summer. So we had a pretty rough winter. So my screen has been out there, and the snow, the rain, the sleet, the heat, everything. So come this summer, or actually, if we get I gotta go feed my squirrels too. If we get the weather basically calms down a little bit outside, and we get out there where we don't have any sleep, where my equipment doesn't get damaged, I'm gonna bring the 1,000 lumen projector outside and do a demonstration with snow wrapped all around my screen, and I'll show you where that surface hasn't even cracked, not one time. These screens can take some punishment. So when somebody sits there and say, oh, your technology is weatherproof, my stuff sits out in all seasons. That's the beautiful thing about living in a state where the temperature and constantly changes all the time. Where if you live in a place where you constantly have heat all the time, you don't know whether or not your screen is going to crack. If it's introduced to cold freezing weather, which we had two cold snaps up here already. 2 cold snaps already, and that screen has been hit with tons of wind, rain, sleet, you name it, it's got hit with it. So that's the beautiful thing about basically living out in an area like this, because your temperature changes all the time. So I'm curious to see what that screen's gonna, I know it's gonna hold up. I've had screens, I had the 180-inch screen was out there to one storm and 2 winter storms. And that was fabric. So you don't have some fabric, it's wet, it freezes like a brick. Yep, they're weatherproof. They can take the punishment. All right, people, with that being said, I am going to retire unless my generator gets here today. If it gets here today, I'll be able to turn on that projector right there, which I've been dying to do. And I'll be able to power up that room right there once it gets in, because actually it's for this here right here. Actually, it was for this right here, but after doing some research on these generators, I'm getting me a bigger one. I'm actually getting one that's going to be 4,000 watts, and I'm getting, I think it's called the EcoFlow. The one I got, it's called the EcoFlow River 600. That's the one I bought. Then I saw the EcoFlow Delta, which I want that one. That's solar panel, so I can run my stuff outside for that right there, and I can run some speakers and some other stuff I want to hook up to it, which would be nice. All right, so with that being said, if it comes today, I'll do an unboxing and you'll get a chance to see me fire it up. I think I'm gonna do one. I'm actually gonna run my PS4 off of it, and I'm gonna run a couple of projectors off of it, because I haven't seen a lot of demonstrations with projectors. I saw one fellow was showing a demonstration with a projector, but I haven't seen a lot of people doing it with projectors. So I'm gonna do a few with projectors and a few things. We're gonna hook them up, soundbar, the whole 9 yards, all for battery. Now, as in how long it's gonna last, not worrying about that, because as I said before, when I do the setup here, I'm actually planning to buy solar panels. and hook mine up. I'm doing research on that right now, on the solar panels, and which ones I need to buy in order to get to run my system continually. And keep in mind, the reason why I chose that Delta or the EcoFlow is because with the EcoFlow, and I'm pretty sure the other ones probably do it too, but with the EcoFlow, you can have your solar panels outside, and you can continue to run your stuff inside while they charge. Tell me that it's not beautiful. Oh yeah, my energy bill is going to drop by a lot. Interesting, I would say that, and that just drops off. All right, with that being said, thank you all for your time. I got to go, and God bless.